My beloved child, know that I am your protector, your shield in times of trouble. Just as I defended David against overwhelming odds, I am here to defend you. Even when you feel surrounded by enemies, remember that I am with you, safeguarding your every step. David, a man after my own heart, once found himself overwhelmed by those who sought his harm. He reflected on the despair around him, feeling the weight of his enemies pressing in, yet he did not lose hope. He turned to me, knowing that I am his refuge. In his darkest hour, David cried out to me. He laid bare his fears and his pain, knowing that I would hear him. Just as I heard David's plea, I hear your cries, and I am ready to respond, to bring you comfort and deliverance. Remember the story of Job, who also faced unimaginable suffering. Like David, Job held on to his faith despite his trials. Through their perseverance, they discovered that I am always near, ready to lift them from despair to hope. David made a choice, a decision to trust in me even when the odds were against him. It was in this act of faith that he found strength. My child, I ask you to trust in me as David did, for I will never forsake you. As David prayed, he found peace in my presence. The fears that once consumed him began to fade, replaced by the assurance that I was his protector. Let my peace fill your heart, for I am your shield, guarding you day and night. I was David's shield in the midst of battle, the one who lifted his head high when all seemed lost. Just as I was with David, I am with you, surrounding you with my protection, lifting you up when you are weary. Think of Daniel, who was thrown into the lion's den for his faith in me. Even in the face of death, he trusted in my power to save him. And I did. I closed the mouths of the lions and kept him safe. This same power is available to you, my child. With renewed faith, David's strength was reborn. No longer did he fear his enemies, for he knew that I was his defender. You too can find renewed strength in my presence, knowing that I fight your battles alongside you. As David's enemies began to falter, he saw my hand at work. The threats that once seemed insurmountable started to crumble before him. My child, know that I am working in your life too, turning obstacles into stepping stones for your victory. Remember how I parted the Red Sea for Moses and my people, making a way where there was none. Just as I delivered them from the hands of their enemies, I will create a path for you through the challenges you face. Trust in my power to deliver you. After placing his trust in me, David found peace. He laid down and slept, untroubled by the dangers around him. Know this, my child. When you place your trust in me, I grant you peace that surpasses all understanding, even in the midst of chaos. I heard David's cry, and I responded to him from my holy mountain. Just as I answered David, I am listening to you. My response is on its way, bringing with it the deliverance and assurance you seek. David awoke to victory, for I had fought on his behalf. His enemies were scattered, and his fears were silenced. My child, your victory is assured in me, for I am your defender and your shield against all who rise against you. Consider how my son, Jesus, calmed the storm with a single command. In the same way, I can bring calm to the storms in your life. When the winds of fear and doubt rise, remember that I am with you, bringing peace where there was once turmoil. With me by his side, David confronted his enemies without fear. My presence gave him the courage to stand strong. So too, I give you the strength to face your challenges head-on, knowing that you are never alone. David's enemies were defeated not by his own strength, but by my power. As you place your trust in me, watch as I dismantle the obstacles in your path, turning your battles into victories. Reflect on how I have protected my faithful throughout the ages. From David to Daniel, from Moses to my disciples, I have been a steadfast shield. Let this truth strengthen your heart and reinforce your trust in my unwavering protection. My child, I bring you a message of hope. No matter how dark your situation may seem, know that I am with you, guiding you, protecting you, and preparing a future filled with my promises. Hold on to this hope, for I will never fail you. I call you to place your faith in me fully, just as David did. Trust in my protection, my guidance, and my love. I am your defender, and with me by your side, no enemy can prevail. Embrace this truth and walk in the peace I offer you. My presence is with you always, just as it was with David. Even when you feel alone, remember that I am near, guiding your steps, comforting your heart, and ensuring that no harm befalls you. I am unwavering in my support for you, my child. Just as I stood by David in his trials, I stand by you in yours. My love for you is steadfast, and my hand is always extended to lift you up. Victory is yours through faith. When you place your trust in me, no enemy can stand against you. Just as David triumphed through his faith in me, so too will you find victory in every challenge you face. Reflect on the victories I have already given you, as David reflected on the times I delivered him. Let these memories strengthen your faith, knowing that I am the same God who has brought you through every storm. Remember Elijah, who stood firm in his faith even when he felt alone against the prophets of Baal. Just as I proved my power to Elijah, I will show my power in your life when you stand firm in faith. David's faith was unyielding, even in the face of overwhelming odds. He knew that I was his rock and his fortress. I invite you to have this same unshakable faith, for it is in me that you find your strength. My power was evident in David's life, from the battlefield to the throne. This same power is at work in your life, guiding you, protecting you, and ensuring that you fulfill the purpose I have for you. With my strength, David overcame his fears and stood victorious. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. You too can overcome all fears when you rely on my strength and presence in your life. I promised David that I would be his shield, and I make the same promise to you. I will guard you, defend you, and keep you safe from all harm. Trust in me, and let my protection surround you. Think of Abraham, who believed in my promise even when it seemed impossible. His faith was counted as righteousness, and I fulfilled my promise to him. Like Abraham, trust in my promises, for I will never fail you. Trusting in me is the foundation of your strength. Just as David placed his trust in me and found peace, I invite you to do the same. When you trust in me, you are never alone, and your path is secure. David continually sought me in prayer, knowing that in every moment of his life, I was there to listen. As he poured out his heart to me, I responded with my presence and peace. So too, I listen to you, ready to bring comfort and guidance. My protection is assured for those who trust in me. David found this to be true, and you will too. No matter the challenges you face, know that I am your shield, your fortress, and your strong tower. I respond to faithful prayer with power and love. David experienced my intervention when he called upon me with a sincere heart. When you seek me with faith, I will answer, bringing my strength and deliverance into your life. As David trusted in me, his inner peace was restored, even amidst the chaos around him. Let my peace fill your heart today, knowing that I am with you, calming every storm and guiding you to safety. Reflect on my faithfulness throughout your life, just as David did. I have never left you, and I never will. My promises are true, and my love for you is unchanging. Let this truth bring you comfort and assurance. Consider Joseph, who faced trials and betrayal, yet remained faithful to me. Through endurance and trust, he saw my plan unfold for his life, bringing him to a place of great blessing. Your trials, too, are part of a greater plan that I am working in your favor. Victory comes through endurance. David's perseverance in faith led to his triumph over his enemies. As you endure in faith, you will see my victory manifest in your life, turning trials into testimonies of my goodness. My strength was made manifest in David's life, enabling him to overcome every obstacle. This same strength is available to you. Lean on me, and you will find that my power is made perfect in your weakness. As David's enemies retreated, he saw my hand at work, delivering him from harm. My child, I am working in your life as well, causing your enemies and fears to retreat before my power and protection. David's life became a testimony of my power and faithfulness. He proclaimed my works to all who would listen, sharing how I delivered him from his enemies. Let his testimony inspire you to share how I have worked in your life as well. I want you to be encouraged, my child. Just as I was with David in every trial, I am with you. Do not lose heart, for my strength is your strength, and my victory is your victory. I am with you always, my presence surrounding you like a shield. There is no moment when I am not by your side, guiding you, protecting you, and loving you with an everlasting love. Remember Joshua, who led my people into the promised land. His faith in me brought down the walls of Jericho. Like Joshua, when you place your trust in me, no barrier can stand against the power I have given you. David's faith inspired many, leading others to trust in my power and protection. Your faith can do the same. When you stand firm in me, you become a light to those around you, guiding them to my truth. I bring you a message of comfort, my child. In your moments of doubt and fear, remember that I am your refuge. Let my words soothe your soul and fill you with the peace that only I can provide. I invite you now to place your trust fully in me, just as David did. Give me your worries, your fears, and your burdens, and I will give you rest. My arms are open, ready to embrace you with my love and protection. Reflect on my promises, for they are true and steadfast. I have promised to be with you, to protect you, and to guide you. Let these promises be the foundation of your faith, as they were for David. David's final prayer was one of gratitude, for he knew that I had been faithful to him. Let your heart also be filled with gratitude, for I am faithful to you, and my love for you endures forever. I give you my assurance of peace, my child. No matter the storms that rage around you, my peace will guard your heart and mind. Rest in this promise, knowing that I am with you always. Reflect on my power, which has been evident throughout the ages. From David to the present, my power remains unchanging and limitless. It is this power that works within you, enabling you to overcome all things. Consider Paul, who endured countless trials, yet remained steadfast in faith. Like Paul, your endurance through challenges will bring you closer to me and strengthen your faith, shaping you into a beacon of hope for others. The legacy of David's faith is one of trust, courage, and victory through me. Let his legacy inspire you to build your own, founded on unwavering faith and the knowledge that I am your eternal protector. Stay faithful, my child. Just as I was with David and Paul, I am with you. The path may not always be easy, but with faith in me, you will overcome every obstacle and fulfill the purpose I have for your life. I leave you with a final message of hope. No matter what you face, know that my plans for you are good, to give you a future filled with hope and peace. Trust in me, for I am working all things together for your good. I call you to embrace my protection fully. Lay down your fears and worries at my feet, and allow me to cover you with my shield of love and grace. In my protection, you will find safety and peace. As we conclude, remember to trust in my plan. Just as I guided David, I am guiding you. Place your faith in me and watch as I bring my perfect plan to fruition in your life. Reflect on the journey we have taken together through these stories of faith and deliverance. Let them remind you of my constant presence and my unwavering commitment to you. My final words to you are ones of comfort and assurance. I am your God, your protector, and your friend. Rest in my love, for I am with you always, now and forever.